Good morning, Nigeria. You're listening to the program Crossfire on the Mid-Morning Show on 92.3 Wish FM Port Harcourt. And I'm Rachel. It is Monday, and today, as usual, we will be focusing on a very crucial issue in our society and especially in our religious settings. Right here is Two-Face. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Sorry.
Rechael.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's 15 minutes gone past the hour of 11 o'clock, and that was Two-Face right there. And for those of you just joining us, it is the Crossfire show on the Mid-Morning Show, and I am Rechael. Okay, today we'll be discussing on birth control and family planning, and how has this posed a threat on our religious belief. You know, in our society today, so many people get confused when talking about the topic birth control and family planning. Some people claim they are the same, while others don't. But if you really ask me, I think they do have some distinct differences. Now let's take a look at the definitions or the meaning of these concepts, birth control and family planning. Birth control is a collection of methods used to avoid unwanted pregnancies. These range from the use of condoms, sterilizations or pills, and emergency contraceptions. While family planning is educational, comprehensive, medical, or social activities which enables an individual, including minors, to determine freely the number and spacing of their children and to select the means by which this may be achieved. Family planning may include considerations of the number of children a woman wishes to have, including the choices to have none, as well as the age at which she wishes to have them. These are influenced by external factors such as marital situations, career considerations, financial positions, and any disabilities that may affect their ability to have children and raise them well. And as part of family planning, couples may practice withdrawal method or the use of calendars to ensure that they have sex when the woman is not ovulating. That should be called the natural method of family planning. These methods are good, but not as effective as preventing pregnancies as most other forms of birth control. Also, it may involve the use of contraceptions, like the use of protections like condoms. We have the female condoms and the male condoms, which either way you want to use it. We have pills. We have oral pills and emergency pills and other. We also have sterilizations. We have implants and other techniques to control the timing of production. Now let's take a look at what our religious views are on birth control and family planning. Christians' ideas about contraceptions from different churches. Christians' ideas about contraceptions comes from different churches' teachings rather than scripture, as the Bible has little to say about the subject. As a result, their teachings on birth control are often based on different Christian interpretations of the meaning of marriage, sex, and family. Christians' acceptance of contraception is relatively new. All churches disapproved of artificial contraceptions until the start of 20th century. I guess that was when the Anglican churches, came to an agreement that they should be, that after all, using contraception is not bad. I guess that was when the Anglican Church came up with the view that using contraceptions are not, it's not really a bad thing to use contraceptions, but if you have a unified decision, if what you're using it for is right. Okay, in modern times, that's recent times now, different Christian churches hold different views about the rightness and wrongness of using these contraceptions. Let's take up the views of the liberal Protestant churches. Those are the Anglicans, the Libertarians, and all that. Often they came up with the assumptions that, they came up with the views that to use birth control as long as it is they come up with the views that it is acceptable to use birth control as long as it does not encourage promiscuous behavior. Then the liberal churches only approve the use of contraception for people who are married to each other, since these churches regard sex outside marriage as moral wrong. They believe that abstaining from sex would be morally better than having sex and using birth control. The more conservative churches suggested that contraception should be limited to the married couples who are using it to regulate the size and spacing of their family. They often teach that using contraception to prevent children altogether is not desirable. Now let's take a look at the views of the Roman Catholic. The Roman Catholic Church only allows natural birth control, which are the withdrawal method I mentioned earlier, and the use of calendars to ensure that the woman is not the use of calendars to ensure that you have sex when the woman is not ovulating. Okay, they said that natural birth control they said that only natural birth control, by which it means only having sex during the infertile period of a woman's monthly cycle. Artificial methods of contraceptions are banned. Thus, many Catholics have decided to disobey church teachings in this part of their lives, causing a substantial breach between ladies and the church establishment. Now, okay, but according to the World Health Organization, WHO, family planning ensures securing the well-being and autonomy of women while supporting the health and development of the community. They said birth control and family planning prevents pregnancy-related health risk in women, as in early death and early death as a result of early childbearing. And then it also helps to prevent HIV and AIDS with other STI diseases. with the use of condoms. If you use condoms, you would be able to prevent these diseases. And then it reduces adolescents' pregnancies. Many adolescents who become pregnant have to leave schools and have long-term implications for them as individuals, their family, and community. They also said that birth control and family planning slows population's growth. Family planning is a key to slowing unsustainable population growth and the resulting negative impact on the economy, environmental, and national and regional development efforts. You can use birth control to reduce the high rate of populations in a country. And then, for me, I believe that after all, birth control and family planning, it's not a bad thing. And then I believe that I think that the government should carry out family planning campaigns to help reduce the high growth of the country's population, because right now people are suffering because of high rate of population. The population in the country is much, and the population of the country is much, and it has resulted to poverty, lack of education, and so many things you can imagine. Okay, with this, we've come to the end of the program, and with this, we've come to the end of the program. I am Rechael. See you next time, same station. Don't touch the dial.